Facebook friends, Marianne here. I just want to let everybody know who participated in Dallas with helping to sign the beautiful banner with all of their wishes of healing and messages of hope and peace and love, that the community here in New Zealand received it today and were deeply touched. We not only were Al and I able to deliver it, but we hadn't planned this, but we were deeply, deeply touched as some of our Maori spiritual leader friends decided to come with us. So we're so grateful to Chief Rangatanoa, who came, Marama Meet Smith, who came, to Chris Renatana, who came, and to Tina Marie, who came and joined us. And they blessed the banner. They helped carry it in. They spent time with the community. For all of our Muslim people, they said, many of them said this is the first time they'd gotten to spend time really in an intimate way with Maori, and it was the first time all of our Maori friends said they got to spend time in a mosque. So it ended up being truly a very, very special day. Not only that, but every one of you that signed messages and did a video in Dallas, they listened to the video inside their mosque, and then they really took the time looking at all the messages that were on that banner. To the Tolteca who sent their fire, I gave them the kapal that you'd given me for the right time and place, so of course it went to them. Reverend Karen Hawley, who blessed a stone with your congregation in your church. The stone was delivered today, and they really appreciate that as well. Both items are there with the banner now inside one of the sacred areas of their mosque. So all I can tell you is the community here in Christchurch and that mosque, we're so grateful to all of you that participated, and we at the Musi Institute are so grateful to all of you for helping us to bring this, because one of the things the community here said is they felt like so much of this stuff comes from the United States. So to have people from the United States say, you know, we don't want this, we don't stand for this, means a great deal. And they also sent a very powerful statement, which we'll be uploading soon, in which they articulate they do not want any revenge for what happened here. They said that anyone who tries to commit revenge in their name, they will not own that. They refuse to encourage it. That violence against anyone, regardless of that person's religion or race, ethnicity, etc., is not something they condone. And we learned a lot of beautiful things, too, about their practices, that when they do their prayers, they're literally going down the body and thanking Creator for each part of their limbs. They're giving gratitude for this life. So it was a beautiful day of learning a lot from them, and a beautiful day of the Maori sharing a lot of what they know as well. So seeing the original indigenous people of this land in New Zealand talking with the Muslim community was an amazing privilege. And being in a place where something that atrocious had happened was, it was hard. It was really hard for many of us. But similar to when I was in Rwanda, you go to a place like that and it helps you to remember that it's all of us who must be responsible to never let it happen again. It's all of us who must be responsible to say we refuse to own that hate and fear and to take it on and pass it on. Instead, we will stand in the face of hate and fear, and we will stand for what is good and righteous and pure and beautiful by standing up for love, giving people a chance before making up our minds about them, and not embracing things no matter how much the media throws at us to say hate that person or this person. Looking and recognizing our common humanity, and getting to be here. And thank you, Tara Singh, for helping to reach out to the mosque on our behalf and arranging for us to be met with them. Thank you, Alan Keith, for arranging the videographer that came here with us. Thank you again to all the Maori who were part of this, and thank you to the Muslim community here in Christchurch who received us. This was truly a healing moment between nations, across the ocean, between multiple cultures, and they, having messages from the Native American communities really touched them, as well as the Jewish community and Christian community and the American Muslim community. So I just want you all to know, all of you that participated in this was deep. And one of the things that one of the elders at the mosque told us today, he said, when we heard you were bringing a banner, we didn't quite really understand what to expect, but this is more than that. We are receiving prayers and greetings and recognition, and we hear that our greeting's been received on the other side of the ocean, and this is receiving people, reaching out to people, and this is precious. So I want you all to know that's how it was received. All the footage that we've got of the things that have happened here in New Zealand will be edited and pulled together and compiled and added to what's begun as a documentary. And then we will be adding more and more to it. And hopefully, in the culmination of all this, you, the viewer, will get to see people around the world saying, we will stand against hate. We will stand for peace by standing up for embracing each other's common humanity, standing up and saying everybody is an equal human being, everybody has worth, everybody has the right to worship as they please, that we will not judge and hate and commit violent acts against each other on the basis of religion, sexual orientation, on race, on all these things that we cite these days. So I really hope that you will embrace this story as we continue to post more about it, and that you will make it your story as well, because if you make a video like I'm making right now with your heartfelt words, it can be added to this. And I'm deeply appreciative of William Butler Allison, who composed a beautiful flute, so that was put to the last piece. I'm deeply grateful for Marama Meet Smith, who is currently composing something that will be added to the parts of the documentary that are shown here in New Zealand. And as we go around the world, you'll hear music and words from people from all over and see that this pain is global, but the desire to heal and embrace each other and not allow the fear of the other to define us as human beings, to set a new tone. The resistance against allowing that to take place is strong. And yes, the people in the mosque today said, we are very concerned because we don't have this happen here in New Zealand. This really, we felt like this was a seed that was planted and started in other places and came over here. And I think that as Americans, in the United States, we have a responsibility to own that, and own that a lot of the nastiness and bad rhetoric is coming out of our country. And it doesn't mean that we have all the blame, but it means we have great responsibility, just as the New Zealand community has great responsibility. Any place where these atrocities have happened, we must all embrace our collaborative responsibility as human beings to say, what kind of world do we want to create for each other? What kind of shared consciousness, which is the reality that's coming into this world, what kind of shared consciousness do we want to have? One of hate and fear, or one that embraces each other as the potential for opportunity and learning and strength? So this is where we are as humanity. It is an amazing thing and a humbling thing to get to be here, and I'm grateful to all of you. So thank you.